Arrowhead of the National Park Service, Little Rock Central High School National Historic Site, Carlotta Walls LaNier. I had hope.
It was a big impact on me to see the picture of Emmett Till in the Jet magazine being killed in Mississippi.
Sure.
Okay? It was a big impact on me of seeing the picture of Rosa Parks being hauled off, going to the police station.
Right.
And here was a woman, you know, being treated that way. And I knew all of this was happening in my environment of the South because of the color of our skin, okay? I knew that. But I also knew that and I had hope that things were going to change. And because I heard that from my family.
Sure.
And I believed them. And I heard it in church. I believed them. And so I had that faith that things were going to change. And I had seen change. Because of Montgomery, the following year, our bus system changed.
Sure.
Okay? Where we could sit on the bus without having to go behind that white line. So that little bit of change said to me that things were going to eventually come to Little Rock, that I had been on a subway train in New York with everybody being on it, and I didn't have to sit at the back of that subway train or the back of that bus in New York City. So I knew that was eventually what was in other cities were in the Midwest and then in the North were going to eventually happen here in Arkansas. And I always felt that Arkansas was a pretty moderate place. It was not an Alabama or Mississippi. I guess that's how I looked at it. It was almost like we thank Mississippi for being here because that made we weren't at the bottom of the list.
Right.
You know, educational wise or otherwise. So, you know, it was like we thank Mississippi and Alabama. That just kind of kept Arkansas from being at the bottom.
Sure.
You know. My mother always said that we were, you know, we were part of the Southwest. And, you know, I just thought Arkansas was South. But what she was really saying is it's west of the Mississippi.
Sure.
So, you know, we lived west. Okay, so Southwest. So anyway, that's kind of how I saw things then. You know, that I knew things were going to get better. And as far as whites were concerned, I knew I respected them, and I figured that as far as those that were against me, I considered them ignorant. I really did. That was how I stayed above everything.
Sure.
And I was not about to bring myself to their level. And I'm that way not only with whites, but with anybody. Okay, if this is not my level of attainment or better, I was always taught that you know, to associate yourself with those that will help you to be a better person. And that's what I've always tried to do. So anything that was going to pull me down, I didn't really want to be a part of it. Okay, so I was not about to stoop to their level. And so for Superintendent Blossom to say to us, you know, not to retaliate, or you're going to hear these words, name calling and so forth, turn the other cheek, it was no big deal to me because I was not about to get into a verbal match with anyone because that would have put me on the same level with them, and I had no intentions of being that way.
Screen fades to show the arrowhead of the National Park Service, Little Rock Central High School National Historic Site with accompanying social media handles.